I discovered John Peel, like a lot of 12, 13-year-olds at the time, in my bedroom at 10 o'clock at night, told to go to bed. And I guess, sounds a bit dodgy, but I used to go to bed with John Peel 4 nights a week, Monday through to Thursday. But I did a lot of discovering of music, and I had a lot of passion, and I think I got that from John. So I discovered so many bands through listening on those nights, from the Buzzcocks and the Undertones and Delta 5 and some really obscure bands, because he didn't really play the more commercial new wave tracks. That was the show beforehand. And I think one of the bands that really changed my life that I found through John Peel was a band called Flux of Pink Indians. So if you fast forward, I don't know, 10 years or whatever, I ended up working as an A&R guy at One Little Indian Records, which was formed by the boss who was in Flux of Pink Indians. He was the perfect gentleman to interview, and I have interviewed a lot of people, but he'll always be the number one, because he was perfect. You'd ask him a question, and he knew exactly, because he'd done it himself, I suppose. He knew exactly what to say, how long to speak for, and you knew when he was going to finish. It's almost telepathically. He'd give you like 2 or 3 seconds warning. You could tell he was then coming down to the end of the sentence, and that would be it, and then you could ask for the next one. I think it was about 7 years ago when he died, 2004, and I remember exactly where I was. It's one of those things, there's only a few events where you actually really remember where you were at the time, and I was driving a car in Crystal Palace and the news came on, and I mean I had to pull over, because that was very, very sad, and I'm a bit sad even thinking about it now. So, John Peel, we love your legacy.